I mean, I'm coming back from the gym. It's like, over there, turn left or right, whatever. And I see this house, which looks like a, for some people, if you enter from this door, uh, like a house from a horror movie. But if you look to the top, it's more like a, um, you know, some mystical place where trees talk to you, and like where it's easy to make 10K a day. Yeah, I this time I went to another gym because I reached the limit in the first gym. I think it was like 12 visits per month. And yeah, I had to go to another one, and this one was really far away from my home. It's about like 12:40 a.m. right now, really close to 1 p.m. Going back home, inshallah. I have to work on my agency, on my SaaS. For you to explain, SaaS, it's my startup. um yeah, I have to work on my agency. I have to rest, pray Fajr, eat something because it's lunchtime. And we are gonna, I mean, there's many of this kind of house. Can you see that? you know so yeah, going back home. All right, gonna just film this video right in the middle of hard work, because I can't stop myself. There is a lot of things I have in my mind. The problem is that I want to document the journey of me creating, for newcomers, totally newcomers. There's two things right now. There is web design agency, and there is, in modern standards called SaaS, right? I want to document the journey how me and my friends, using pure code, the hard way, real man, using JavaScript, programming languages, freaking struggling and not using all these cheat codes, grilling hard work, using the, yeah, I mean, I want to document the journey. Like I'm recording the meetings we're having with these guys. I'm recording the process where we're working in the meetings. Where I'm not recording the every single time I'm writing the code. And luckily, I'm most of the times I'm writing the code while being in that meeting, which is I'm sorry, the way I like to work. I like to work with team. When I'm solo, when I'm not in a meeting, I'm probably doing management stuff or doing all this other brainstorming parts of the product or something like that. Most of the times I'm in a meeting. That's why. Okay. The problem I'm experiencing right now is that I don't really have a choice. Like I want to document the journey, how we're creating the product. But the problem is that when we are on a meeting with someone, like I'm on a meeting with people, right? I'm on a meeting with my developers, with people where we're having like brainstorming where like with the interesting thing about our current situation is that we are not funding. We don't have any fundings, and because of that, we have to get creative. We have to find these free APIs. We have to find someone who can develop us or just interesting and creative ways how to solve and come up with a solution to our problems. We can't just dig, not dig, but Chinese people have a really good quote. If you are not using money to solve your problems, you are using your brains. You know what I mean? When you have money, and it's if you are living in the US and if you are familiar with the startup culture, you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, same I think with agency sphere. Most of you guys are web design. Most of you are SMMA. Most of you are video editing. If you have a marketing budget, to spend on ads. What is gonna happen is that you are not gonna get creative on what kind of content, maybe organic content to create, maybe create my personal brand. You're not gonna be thinking about that. You're not gonna be dealing with all these problems. You're not gonna be thinking about what kind of, maybe I should change the text I'm sending people on their private DMs. Maybe I should change the videos. Maybe I should change the ideas behind these videos. Maybe I should change the title or a thumbnail, or like maybe I should produce more content, and maybe I should DM more people. You're not gonna be using your brains. You're not. You're just gonna put all the money in. Then that's what I did. Back in 2023, I wasn't creating any content for Kiwi, which is my web design agency. Still to this day, by the way, alhamdulillah. Proud of that. I spent $100 or $200 on ads. I wasn't creating any organic content for Kiwi. I wasn't reaching out. I was cold calling, but I was cold calling maybe 10 or 20 people a day. And I didn't make any money. We spent on ads maybe $100 to $200, and nothing. We got leads. I think with 20 leads or 30 leads. I cold called every one of them because I had their numbers. Nothing. We didn't get anything out of that. I didn't close any client. Okay, getting back to the problem I'm experiencing, maybe you guys who are watching this video, you have your own brains, and maybe you can help me. Or maybe you can just, how to say that in English? Put your hands to my shoulders and just say to me, you know what, man, relax. Just because the way I'm documenting our journey, how we are creating this SaaS business, this startup, is very authentic. I'm just pressing the record button, recording my screen when we are having meetings, and when I'm coding, and I'm asking our other teammates who are coding outside of the meetings. Also, we have 2 developers who are my friends. I ask them to record their screen when they're coding also, because I want to share the real raw truth of how the startups come true to reality. It's not fancy, it's stressful, but it's had its own upsides. But we don't want to glimmer the users who are watching from a third person's perspective that this is easier than it is. This is something fancier than it is. It's work. It has its own upsides and its own downsides. If you are coding for 2 hours and you are in post-production, you are editing your video and making it 20-minute long video, because you're speeding it up, you are adding some fancy transitions, which in real life they aren't there. You are adding some background music, which makes it all feel like you are in a freaking movie, which in real life, I'm sorry, you don't have it. And most of the times you code listening to lo-fi music. It's gonna look a little far from truth, right? And thankfully, the current trend of YouTube is make it as raw, as realistic as possible. Thank to God, back in the days it used to be make it as unrealistic as possible, and now it's reverse of that. Again, oh my God, I love to talk so much that I'm getting close to what I wanted to say, and I'm just, you know what? Let's talk about that. Okay, what I wanted to say, I am not a native English speaker, and my friends, some of them are from Central Asia. We don't speak English. Now, our native language is not English. They know how to speak English, but speaking English just to record the video, this is not something, I am comfortable with. Uh, I have my I have three friends who are making this business together with me. I'm the fourth one. One of them are from Russia. He speaks Russian. Guess what? Um, Two of them are from Central Asia, and I am also from Central Asia. Guess what? Our native language is not English. And when we are on meetings, and when we are chatting with each other, when we are talking to each other, we don't speak in English. We speak in our own native language. I'm not gonna name it because you don't know it anyway. But I don't wanna put out content out there on the internet in our own native language because our clients are not the people who speak our native language. I mean, the people who speak our native language, you know, there is only 30 million people living in this country, Uzbekistan. Out of them, I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 million. Like it's you know, I don't want to niche down. I don't want to niche down. Why would I? We can speak English. It's just I don't know what to do honestly. Like the video itself, I'm thinking about like, should I do that? Like when I'm uploading on YouTube, I have rights to um, title the video in English, and I can do that. But the problem is that as soon as you click on a video, it's not gonna be in English. So I don't know what to do with that honestly. I wish the video was in English, but it's not. Uh, that's why I don't know what to do. Like, for me, the idea of creating something in my native language was always like something, it sounded stupid, but right now I have no options except that because the video, which is recorded, it's in my native language, and it doesn't make sense to title it in English because anyway, even if someone is gonna click on a video, I know they're not gonna watch it until the end because it's like 40-hour long meeting. Like, I mean, who gives a damn? They're gonna probably watch first 10 minutes and leave a comment and check out the product or something like that. By the way, I created a separate YouTube channel for my yeah, again, this is also something I'm kind of experiencing, the problem I'm experiencing, because this YouTube channel has its own, you know, this is my journey, right? This is my documentation of my life, and team members in this team have their own rights to create their own personal brand, and there is nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that we have to have some kind of place where we can upload something we do together, right? So I created a separate YouTube channel. I don't know what we're gonna do over there yet. I don't know the future of it. I'm not sure about the future of this YouTube channel yet. You know, if there is something, some kind of lesson I can share with you, which I have learned so far, is that you have to try. You know, for example, in my current situation, there is a lot of things I'm not sure about. There's a lot of things I don't know how they're gonna. I mean, I think I think the only solution for this problem, if you wanna make these videos public, you can title them in English. It doesn't make sense. Or can I? I mean, I have rights to title them in English, but yeah, I mean, I can change it. I can change the title whenever I want, right? So I can title them in English if I want to, and if I want to, I can later change the title to any other language I want to. Or I can add a translation to the title. So yeah, I think there is an option to add multiple languages, right? But the problem is that, you know, it's not gonna change the content of the video. But anyway, I mean, even if, yeah, I mean, you know, if no one is gonna watch the video, then there is no problem. Because documentation of this journey, how we are creating this startup, is number one for me and guys. It's not for random people out there on the internet. I mean, it's free marketing, I get it. It's good if they're gonna get views. But if they're not gonna get views, then again, we are not creating it for other people. We want to do it for ourselves, right? Yeah, at least I want to do it for myself. I don't want to do it for people, because you don't want to do it for people really much. Like, I appreciate people's opinion. I want these people. I need these people for this product to, you know, the product without users is useless. But again, a lot of the times people are gonna shit on you. So your number one reason has to be something more than just people. And in my case, I think it's, I want to document my own journey. I can upload these videos to my main YouTube channel, but the problem is that it's gonna get mess, right? You know, this YouTube channel already has its own stuff. It's my personal brand. It's my documentation of my journey. I'm thinking about opening a separate YouTube channel for the startup, you know, my SaaS businesses YouTube channel, which kind of makes sense. But over there, what am I gonna be uploading over there? Oh God. I don't know what kind of content I'm gonna be uploading, honestly. Again, try, fail. If you fail, you will learn a lesson. If you win, then great. What I can say, I can kiss you for my forehead. You know, there's one guy who gave me a really good idea, really good advice. You know, a lot of the times we think about, what if I fail, right? But what if you don't? I mean, the worst case scenario, if you do fail, you and I know what is gonna happen next. You know, you and I know, if you fail, you will learn a lesson, man. You're not gonna die. You know, in the worst case scenario, you're gonna learn a lesson. You're not gonna die. No one is gonna chop your head off. Like, I mean, people, like, don't listen to them. But we don't think about what is gonna happen to you and I if it works out. What if I upload these videos and they are gonna go viral? I don't know, and you don't know also. What if this product really, you know, I mean, I hope this product works out, and I believe that this is a very useful product for world. But there is some kind of fear inside of mine. I mean, first of all, I don't know how to make this thing work. Like, I honestly, even from a technical side, I don't know how to make this product come to reality, first of all. And second of all, I don't know how we're gonna get users. I don't know how, so many technical aspects of this thing. And also there is like emotional aspects of this thing. You know, I know that this is a problem. I experience it in myself, but I really want people to use it, and I'm afraid that people are not gonna use it, because this is a very niche problem. Yeah. Again, do not think too much about like what if you fail. I'm saying it to myself. Think about what if it works out. What if, and yeah, I wanted to say one thing. There is one beautiful thing about software companies, because you can't replicate the same model with any other niche, like any other thing. With product, with SaaS, you develop a product once and you have rights to get paid for it lifetime. It's a subscription based product. If you create a product, you can't say in SMMA, for example, if you're a marketer, I will create for a customer 100 Instagram posts, and I want to get paid a monthly fee even after I create these posts. Like, you made the posts, you posted them to Instagram, and after you have posted them, you are asking a client to pay you until they cancel, and when they cancel, you delete the post, because this is how it works in software. Because think about that, you create a pro feature or a premium feature, and when someone says no, I don't want this feature anymore, you take it from them even if they have paid you so much for years maybe. Incredible. From a business owner standpoint, it's such a ideal business model. I mean, maybe it costed you $1,000 to develop that feature. I mean, you hired a designer or a developer, maybe. In our case, alhamdulillah, we don't have costs. But for company which you get it, user who subscribed for $10 subscription, in $10 subscription, wow. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, you're not gonna have one user. Let's say you're gonna have at least 10 users. In 10 users are gonna pay you $100 a month, which equivalent of $1,200 a year. So in 1 year, you made your money back. And maybe let's say you spend 2 or 3 months working on that premium feature. Okay, you made your money back. Great. Yeah, I mean, do you think people are gonna cancel if there is no big shift which happened in their life after 365 days? No. If they're gonna keep paying for a product for next 4 years, as like they did in year 1, for them it's nothing changes really much. But for you are already in, like, you made your money back 4 times, right? If a user pays for 5 years, uses your product for 5 years, 10 users, you're gonna make your money back 5 fucking times. Every single year you're gonna be making your money back. And if you don't have costs, like in our case, you're gonna make money from the very beginning. Like, yeah, subhanallah. And I hope we won't spend a dime. Like, I really hope. We're gonna develop a premium feature soon, pretty soon. I hope by the end of this month we're gonna have a working premium. And I hope that this premium is gonna pay for a freemium, and also we're gonna have some profit left, inshallah. And I wanna hire these 3 guys in my team for a monthly fee. Like, I wanna hire them as employees. I don't wanna give them an equity in the company. Why not? I mean, I don't know if we're gonna make it public company at all. I don't know if we're gonna you know, make it at all. But I hope inshallah we will. Okay. My friend texted me and I want to read that message. So I think it's enough for today. Peace out, man.